Hi everyone, welcome to Knowledge Hemispheres ClipTV. That's KHLIP-TV. This is the podcast that we do every few weeks, and it's called Know Wow, where we look at the best practice in terms of project management and management consultancy. A few minutes just to talk about a subject every week, to share with you our knowledge about what we've gained and hopefully get some experiences from yourself. Now you can do that by going to our website, which is www.kh-2.com, or head out for an email. Send us an email at contact@kh-2.com. So we're outside the offices in Brentford, that's over in West London, and that's the headquarters of Knowledge Hemispheres Ltd. Now we're actually right next door to a brand new development, and this development is known as the Island, and if you look to my right hand side you'll actually see a complete island set up. What that actually is a part of, I believe, reclaimed land, as well as some land that the water board owned. And what they did was they constructed this massive set of houses. Now they're all sold now, and I thought what we'd do is actually discuss some of the issues that are involved in their construction. Now project management can be considered as a generic skill set. However, there are people that say that there's a specialist set of skills required for technical project management and a specialist set of skills required for just pure planning or logistics, which is actually do more construction or distribution orientated. With a project like this, when they've got to assemble a whole ton of buildings, then it's a combination of all those skills, but the pure project management skills at the end of the day are the ones that we should consider. Right next door to our offices, we've actually got the offices of Taylor Woodrow. Now they set up an office right opposite the main plant. They set up something called a project office. Now a project office is a place where they can store all their documentation, all the planning procedures, and also a place for all the various people that are working on the project to come together. So it's actually a home to store all the procedures and all the plans. But when it comes to actually doing a project, one of the major issues is scheduling and risk management. Now just consider the building over here and the amount of risk management that must have got involved. They would have got a number of people to get together to plan the various stages, but in each stage there are a number of issues that they need to consider. Okay, we've moved to a new location now, and I thought what I would do is actually share with you the importance of risk planning. Now if you look behind me, you can actually see site safety. Think about all the planning that needs to be done. We just mentioned early on the fact that we needed to have a project office to store all the information about the plans and everything else. Obviously information like this is regulatory. Now if we look at risk, we can actually define it into three different areas, and there's different ways of looking at risk. There's a few models that we're just going to show you up on the screen. But let's take a look at them into three different dimensions. The first one is about business. Now business risk associates itself with ensuring that the permissions are there, the financial models are there, the investments are there. So that's actually business risk. The second element is known as operational or logistical risk. Now logistical risk is actually assembling the building. If you look way up here, I'll get the camera person just to focus in up there. You see people working up there on different parts. They've got various scaffolding items. Well, obviously all of that needs to be planned for. The risk is associated with those individuals working, the insurances that they need, the risk of hopefully not falling, but also the risk of making sure that we plan accurately for the materials, and also ensure that at the end of the day we do have a plan in place to distribute the various operational issues that are associated. Now the final part that we'd like to talk about is the technical side of things. Now the technical side is to ensure that the plans are in place to design such a building. Now planning from a technical perspective talks about the actual architecture, the infrastructure designs that need to be there. So if we summarize those 3 points, you've actually got the business risk about the investment, making sure that's okay. You've actually got the operational risk of actually conducting such a construction, whether it be a technical project or a IT project, that's information technology. And in the final part, you've actually got the actual technical risk, which is the designs and everything else. Well, that's all for this week's magazine, and hopefully we'll see you next time. And what we've been doing this week in the Know Wow show is we've been looking at risk management, and we hope to see you soon.